Hey, it's Rachel, and since I got the Nintendo Switch 2, I thought, what if I recorded gameplay? What if I streamed? And that led to a whole office glow up. So I thought that I would film a video on what gear I added, what tech I added, and all the little other finishing touches that make my space more joyous to me. If you're curious, then stick around. First, let's talk about everything I got to record gameplay and stream on my MacBook Pro laptop. For my capture card, I went with the Elgato HD 60X. It offers 1080p 60 HDR recording and 4K 60 HDR 10 pass-through. Not that I know what any of this means, or that I even have a 4K monitor. It came highly recommended, though full disclosure, I almost returned it. More on that later. On one side of the Elgato, you've got the HDMI in port, HDMI out port, and a USB-C port for the power cable. On the other side is a 3.5mm audio input. To access the device properties, I downloaded and installed the Elgato Capture Device utility from the Elgato website. To connect my Nintendo Switch 2, I ran the HDMI cable that came with my Switch 2 to the HDMI in port in the capture card, and then connected the HDMI cable that came with the Elgato HD60X from the HDMI out port to the HDMI port on my monitor. To further reduce noise, I bought the InnoGear low-profile mic arm. It was only $26.99, had good reviews, and it's fine. Not flimsy, but not the most solid either. No built-in cable management, which is a true bummer, but the price was right. I'm using the Fifine AM8, a budget-friendly mic I chose partly because of the cute color-changing lights. It has controls for power, mic gain, and headphone volume right on the mic. For this price point, it does pick up a lot of background noise, and I've been tweaking OBS settings for better voice isolation. It's doing the job, but I definitely see why people splurge on Shure or Rode mics. I picked up the Logitech Brio 100 for more flexibility in camera placement. Since I centered my large monitor and made it my main screen, using a webcam helps me stay framed straight on instead of stuck with that awkward side angle from my MacBook's internal camera. Centering my monitor on my desk also blocked my old ring light, so I got the Logitech Litra Glow. It clips right on and has adjustable warmth and brightness. It's compact but powerful, great for this desk setup. With all this new gear, I needed more ports on my laptop, so I ended up purchasing two Anchor hubs, which included a 4K HDMI port, a 5 gigabits per second USB-C data port, two 5 gigabits per second USB-A ports, and a USB-C 100W PD-in port. To record and eventually stream gameplay, I downloaded the beginner go-to OBS. If you're curious, here's a step-by-step demo on how to do it. First, under the scene selection, click the plus button to add a new scene. Rename your scene, I named mine Gameplay, and hit OK. With your scene selected, go next to the Sources section. Click the plus button to start adding the various sources you'll need and want OBS to share. To get visuals from your game console, select Video Capture Device to add the capture card. Under Create New, rename the device and hit OK. You'll then be prompted to select the capture device from a drop-down menu. Here, I found and selected my Elgato HD60X. Make sure your game console is on to check and see that the game visuals are coming through OBS. Next, I need to add audio from my capture card. To do this, I again click the plus button, but now select Audio Input Capture. Under Create New, rename your device and hit OK. You will then be prompted to select the capture device from the drop-down menu, and again, I selected my Elgato HD60X from the menu. To make sure game audio is coming through, double-check that the sound bars are moving. To make sure the Elgato devices are differentiated, I renamed both, one for audio and the other for video. Now to add a microphone. Again, click the plus button and select Audio Input Capture. Under Create New, rename your device and hit OK. Then find and select your microphone. For this, I found and selected the Fifine AM8 microphone. Now make sure audio is coming from your microphone into OBS by double checking that the sound bars are moving. For all audio, you can adjust the volume by moving the fader under each audio source. Adjust your mic based on where your voice just hits the yellow zone to avoid clipping. Now to add a face cam. Again, click the plus button and select Video Capture Device. Under Create New, rename your face cam and hit OK. Then find and select your preferred webcam. I first added my MacBook Pro webcam in case I wanted to use that camera angle. Once a face cam is added, just drag and resize the video if you want video of yourself to appear smaller in comparison to the game visuals. Then I added my Logitech Brio 100 webcam following the same process. Again, once a face cam is added, just drag and resize the video if you want video of yourself to appear smaller. If you're not hearing audio from your game console or your microphone, go to Advanced Audio Properties by clicking the wheels at the bottom of the audio source section. Then, for the capture card audio and microphone audio, make sure to select Monitor and Output from the drop-down menus. The first time I tried setting this whole thing up, I kept running into connection issues between my Elgato capture card and OBS. So, let's pause for a little look at my crash out. I don't understand why I can hear audio from the switch, but it's not recording the audio. Oh shit! It's a scorpion! Last night I spent hours trying to figure out my audio situation with the Elgato HD60X. I was on Reddit, I was on YouTube trying to figure this out. I had gotten the ChatLink Pro because that's what those streamers told me to get audio. And got an email yesterday, plugged it right in to the console and to my capture card. Nothing. Just would not, no bars moving, just would not detect audio. When I had this, I used the Elgato Capture utility device to switch to the analog, choosing analog, would not work. This morning, I wake up, only thing I did differently is I downloaded the beta Elgato Studio, which is just a recording platform, like software, that kind of acts like OBS and Streamlab, and again, did not pick up any audio. All I did. So then I opened Streamlab, opened OBS, just out of frustration, unplugged the damn thing and switched over to HDMI. Suddenly, you can hear Animal Crossing. Now that I can record gameplay and potentially stream, it is time to put some finishing touches on my desk setup. Since I'm constantly switching between regular monitor use and gaming, I added these magnetic cord holders to keep my cables from sliding off my desk and hitting the floor. A small but very, very helpful upgrade. Next, I tackled the cable chaos. I started by sticking cable clips under the desk to guide wires to either side. Then I bundled cables using reusable Velcro ties, slid them into 1/2-inch cord sleeves, and tucked everything into a cable management box, which also hides the surge protector. Look, it's still not pretty, but it's way better than before. To free up desk space, I mounted a headphone hanger on the side of my file cabinet to store my bulky AirPods Max headphones. I also added an acrylic monitor stand to raise my screen, stash the capture card, and balance out the visual height next to my Switch 2 dock. And finally, my favorite upgrade, these Govee RGBIC light bars. You can stick them behind your monitor or stand them up like towers. I downloaded the Govee app, which lets you customize colors and effects, and honestly, the vibes are immaculate. One more thing, since recording the majority of this video, I actually went to Japan and I got a few little trinkets to provide a little more joy to my office space. The first of my finishing touches is my prized wristband from Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour, which I attended back in May. I also added a stuffed Mimikyu from the Pokemon Center in Tokyo. My other trinkets included 2 Smiskies that I bought at a Kittyland in Tokyo, and this little Manakaneko from the Gotokuji Temple. And that's it. That's my office setup. I know it might not be the warm and pretty look that you see from cozy gamers, but all of these upgrades bring me a ton of joy. And if you're interested in any of the stuff that I bought, I will leave a list of the items in the description below. If you like it here, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.